Alright, this is Tyler Stevens. I have my completed Lab 2 circuit. Got name and phone number on the breadboard for evidence. Got Arduino hooked up to a bunch of parallel circuits here. We've got our 5 buttons, 5 LEDs hooked up back to these pins over here. Voltages are connected on this end over here. And so each of the buttons represents a sensory input from one of the sensors that we'll be adding to the robot later. In the middle we have our forward proximity sensor. So when the button is pressed, that means that the robot will be sensing a collision, detecting a collision, and the action would be the LED going on, which would be stopping, and setting the drive state to 0, or the motor action state to 0. Buttons 2 and 4 here, this one would control our right motor, and this would control our left motor. So when we want to turn, so the sensory input for the left would be our the photoresistor on the left sensing it, and then it would pull left. Same thing happening on the right. If both photoresistors, right and left, receive equal amounts of light or within a certain threshold, we activate both motors, so both wheels drive and we go straight, following the light that's in front of us. Now, if we're driving right or left or straight and a collision is detected, we stop. So we turn those action lights off. So that works regardless if we're just going right to collision, or left to collision, or straight to collision. Buttons 1 and 5 here are for the up and the down parts of our photoresistor servo. So if the light moves up or down, it will sense that and make the action according. So if it goes down here or up, our action will be to rotate the servo up and keep the photoresistors aligned with the light. Same thing if it goes down. Now if we get both, so we have both pressed, buttons 1 and 5, we would not power the servo motor, because that means that both the top and bottom photoresistors are both getting equal-ish amounts of light, and therefore we should stay aligned.
Yes, it is.
If we're too hot, if we're lowering it and then we get to the right spot, we stop moving. Same thing if we're raising it and we get to the right spot, we stop moving. One of these can be active at the same time that we're in any driving state. As you can see. All right, that's everything for Lab 2.